What would you think if I told you that every year, 15,000 of the top computer security experts in the nation go to Las Vegas for a convention called DEFCON? But we call ourselves hackers. Now, you probably think, oh my gosh, the hackers are criminals, but that's not true. Hackers, very few are bad guys. We're out there figuring out what the bad guys are doing and fixing it. However, DEFCON does attract some bad guys and agents of foreign governments and things like that. So it's not safe to use the Wi-Fi, ATMs, credit cards, or just about anything else at DEFCON. Now, I'm not a big-time hacker, but we also don't use our real names. So I use my name, Desert Gator. That's one of them anyway. And it's kind of a libertarian, weird, fun place. Sort of a cross between Burning Man or Woodstock and a Radio Shack convention. Now, it's a bad thing if 15,000 hackers get bored, so we have lots of activities, presentations, events, contests, parties. The parties in particularly are very exciting to go to. And one of my favorite places, though, is the Chill Out Lounge. It's open 24 hours a day, including an open bar. And in there, you hear great music, but you also meet some of the leading hackers, the ones that you heard about in the news who found a recent breach. We have live music and parties every night. One of the most fun things is to go in and pretty much drink all night, party all night, so you have the 3-2-1 rule. 3 hours of sleep, 2 meals, and 1 shower. Now, since you don't use your real name or credit cards, you pay cash at the door to buy a DEFCON badge. The badges are secret because every year a hacker would just copy them if they didn't, if they released them early. Now, my favorite is this Egyptian-style badge, which is part of a crypto challenge. We have to figure out that you go around to the other 21 designs and you sync your badge with them, forcing us to socialize. And that then gives us the first clue. Then you have to decode a much more complex floor mural to figure out what is actually the next clue. And there's quite a few challenges that involve many different skill sets, and it's extremely difficult. But the presentations at DEFCON are really the most useful things. One of my favorites recently was how to remotely control someone's Toyota Prius or Ford Escape completely, including the brakes, the accelerator, the steering, the seat belts. Another really good one was how to turn an Android into a remote spying device that will send you the person's photos, communications, where they're at, wherever you're at, you'll know. Then there's this one where they send out a shutdown signal to a chemical plant out in 40 miles away with a radio signal. This is the NSA general that gave a nice speech 2 years ago at our keynote, but then Edward Snowden told us that the NSA was monitoring us, so we asked the feds not to come back, which was a shame because we have a contest called Spot the Fed. If you spot an undercover Fed and they'll admit to it, you both win a t-shirt. Now, the most interesting thing, though, are our villages. These are rooms you can drop into and learn skills like lockpicking. Now, physical security is just as important as data security, and lockpicking can be fun for the whole family. Now, Mohawks, for some reason, are extremely popular at DEFCON. We even have a charity fundraiser, Mohawks for Charity, and we even do blood drives and a bone marrow donor registry. Now, the Wall of Sheep is very well known at DEFCON. This, in real time, displays the usernames and passwords of anyone accessing the internet at the DEFCON network without encryption. I mean, come on. It's a hacker network. But one thing is scarier than 15,000 hackers in Vegas, and that's hackers with guns. The unofficial DEFCON Shoot takes place out in the desert, and you can shoot military machine guns. We even have a 40-millimeter cannon that shoots real projectiles. So I hope you now know that hackers are fun, and they're not all bad guys. Of course, that's what a bad guy hacker would tell you, right? So when you get home tonight, please change your passwords. You've just been in the room with a DEFCON hacker. Thank you.